Oh, what horrible weather. Anyway, got a job to do. Hello everyone, welcome back to Stormworks and the new ship. So, today I'm going to be using this new ferry that I've built. We're going to be taking this diesel tanker, down to Hull Town. Because someone in Hull Town is getting a new tanker. Now, I don't actually know how this... Oh yeah, we're moving. Okay, that's good. So, we're going to load it onto the ferry. I think, if at all possible, we're going to try and reverse on, because I really don't want to try and reverse off. I think it'll be tough enough trying to get on. Luckily we've got these wing mirrors that we can use, so that should help us out a good bit. So once we're kind of lined up with the ferry ramp itself, we're going to shift down. There we go, that's us in reverse. I'm just going to cheat a wee bit and use third person because I need to see if we're in the right place. I think we're all looking good here. So, just straight back at that. I hope this thing fits. It looks like it will. Just about. It's quite tight. Try and keep it as close on this side as possible because that's the side I can see easiest. And then we'll just assume that side's got a bit of room to breathe. I think we're going in alright though. Yep. Issue might be our wing mirrors, but we can sort them out later. That's just the ramp magnets clanking about. Now we might need to change our ballast here because we went in sidewards. Okay, parking brake on so we don't slide all over the place. We will take it out of gear. Ooh, the weather's getting worse. Turn it off and hop on out. Hopefully that won't be too heavy on that side. I think we'll empty that tank completely. So we'll empty the starboard ballast tanks. Okay, midship ballast starboard. Okay, that's 8,000 litres. There's 7,500 in that. So we're gonna need to empty a lot of that out so that it balances. While we're here, we can get our ramp magnets turned off, and we'll set up all our kit. So we've got GPS autopilot over here, radar back there. Oh, that weather's getting terrible. And then we've got bridge wings. So the bridge wings allow us to, we can turn this on and we can see down the side of the ship and down there, basically giving us a better vantage point so that we can maneuver a bit better, although this seat here has pretty good visibility anyway. But just when you're coming in alongside a harbour, it's quite nice to have these, and then they just mimic the controls of the helm. Weather looks to be calming down a bit. So we've got one of these on each side, which means you can berth on both sides with ease, well, relative ease. On the top we have all of our nav lights here, and then we have some locks. So this means if you're transporting it on multiplayer, you can lock your ramp controls, and that means pressing them buttons, you can't do anything, and then you can reactivate them. That'll bring the main ramp up. Then over here we have the data link, so that tells us all the information about ships. We're the only ship on at the minute, but if there's other ships on, they'll come up on that, and then they'll come up on the map as well. Then over here we have our engine and fuel. So at the moment we're getting 50 kilometers range because we're not moving, but that should go up once we move. And then we've got the diesel tank here, currently just sipping away at the diesel while it's in idle, idling at 5 RPS. And then we've got a radar, sonar, data link we've seen, and then we've got our GPS autopilot. So this means we can, well, the ship can steer itself basically. So we'll just get our passenger cabin lights on. We'll knock that off, and then we'll head downstairs. Actually, we'll head upstairs first. So upstairs in the back is just more seating. So all of these seats are numbered. Seat 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, etc. All of these are numbered, and that means you can use this for data link. What has happened there? The It's not going to be comfortable for whoever's sitting there. So all the seats are numbered, which means you can use this for data link, or not data link, Stormlink. And that means you can transport passengers, paying passengers, around the islands. And then we've got our mast, nice flag. Don't know why I don't put more flags on my boats. It's quite a nice technique there, I think. The electric connectors, and you just hook it on. Not sure why I never figured that out before. These little hatches here you'll see about the ship. That one's for firefighting, so you've got a hose, a fire extinguisher, and then over here we've got first aid kits, defibrillators, and oxygen masks. Just so that if anyone has like a medical emergency, you can sort them out. Then we've got the mooring station, so we can come in here. This will work with the lock we've seen on the bridge, so you can press a button and that'll stop working so that passengers can't mess around with that while we're at sea. And in here we have our passenger lounge. So passenger lounge, not many seats, but nice if you want to stay inside, especially on a day like this where it's a bit rainy. And then we've got a few toilets and an office, pretty much a mirror image, except this one has some more storage in it for Arctic clothing, so if you're getting a bit chilly. Then we've got more of these lockers, so we've got the first aid locker, just close that up, and then we've got our firefighting locker. We're not going to go out this door because we're going to go into the engine access. So to get into the engine access, come through here, open this hatch. You could climb down the ladder if you wanted, but dropping down is just as easy. And then we're greeted with the engine room. So 2 large diesel engines are powering us today, and then we've got the backup generator in the middle. These engines are fairly efficient. We get a good speed out of them, so didn't go modular on this one, just because I'm not very good at them, and yeah, didn't see the benefit in this particular situation. And then this is just kind of a tunnel through. On the other side of this tank, we can just about see it if we kind of clip our head in. You've got the fuel, and then we come into here, into the bow void. This is our bow thruster motor, so there's a bow thruster. It's not the most useful on this ship, but it does help out a wee bit. And then we've got some of the bilge pumps. So if you get a bit of damage to the hull, start leaking, bilge pumps can be turned on, and you can get yourself floating in no time. Yeah, that tanker is very, very, very slid off the road, isn't it? In there we've got another void, not much in that one. And then we come up here, we've got our forward mooring station. So this is also where we control the anchor, so we can raise the anchor up, lower it down, set the anchor. You can see how much anchor wood we've got out. And then we've got the winch here, so that we can tie up to a pier or something. Big tanker. I'll leave a link to it in the description, just in case anyone wants to check it out. Looks pretty cool. We can't get around that side, that's unfortunate. Oh, in here, fuel refill. This is where we get our diesel. So at the minute we're holding 64,000 litres, so 65 tons nearly. And then we've got pump to tank, pump to ship, or pump to tank, pump from the tank. So you can empty out fuel, and you can fill up fuel as well. Might do that once we get to Holt Harbour. So this is why we didn't bring the ramp up, because we have a mirror of the controls in here. So we can use these controls, and that'll bring... Will it? Are you going to work? Oh, the main ramp's already up. We'll just do the top ramp then. So the top ramp will come down and rest along that wee sort of thing there. That stops it bouncing about while you're out at sea. And big clankle here. Well, obviously not in Stormworks, but on the real thing you can hear a big massive bang when that lands. So that's about it for the sort of tour of the ship. We also have this wee mooring station just so you can do your spring lines. What's in here? That is our safety locker, so this is just more Arctic clothing. There isn't enough for all the passengers, but really when you're doing anything with passengers, it's probably unlikely you're going to have 100 passengers on board, because that would just be absolutely hectic. But there is enough for like maybe 30 of the passengers to have Arctic clothing. Oh, I've just remembered. We also have a crew cabin. So the wee crew cabin, just where the crew can come chill out in between runs or something. Got a few beds in here, so you can stay on board if you need to. Just close that, and then that leads us back up into the bridge. So it looks like we've leveled out a wee bit better now, so we might actually just leave that at that. If we need to adjust it more, we can empty more out. But for the minute, I think we're good to go. While we're still here, we can also use the up and down and side to side arrow keys to lower and raise the ramp. So that means you've got control from like three locations. So let's reverse out then. It would appear we've run aground. So it's taking slightly more effort than usual. Oh, I think we're free. I don't know why the game froze there. There we go. Yeah, try not to run aground, just for obvious reasons. Back away. We should probably give a few toots of the horn. 3 short blasts, propulsion astern. Seeing as we've got a bit of sort of restricted visibility because of the rain and the fog, just get some nav lights on just in case. And then get on the way. So for WNS we've got basically sort of a fine adjustment throttle, so you can make very quick different changes. But then we've got also our cruising throttle, so this allows you to set the throttle at a desired rate, and that way you can cruise along at 80% throttle, which will give us about 20-ish knots. Yeah, 22 knots at 80% throttle, and that gives us a range of about 130. So you can see it's pulling out the map now. I think what we'll do is possibly test the autopilot. Give it a proper run out. So we'll put in our first waypoint. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's fixed itself. Just set them further on down as we move down. I'll just zoom out to make sure that's going in the right place. Looks like it is. Yeah. So we've got waypoint 1, waypoint 2. Just make sure we're heading straight for the middle of the bridge. I'm not actually sure if the bridge is tall enough to let us in underneath it. We might end up needing to open it. Well, call ahead and open it. Oh, we should turn it. We should definitely turn it. Okay, I should pay attention there. Our flag seems to have got stuck. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it'd be nice if we had proper flags, or like proper sort of materials that could flutter about in the wind or something. Alright, back on track. Okay, I think we're going to activate the autopilot now. Go up to about 50 or 60% throttle. Should give us a good enough speed and a good enough range as well. Okay, let's just make sure that's going in the right direction before we abandon the bridge. Aiming to go through the channel the whole way. Not because there's any particular risk of going outside it, but just for realism. Right, let's have another look around. The weather doesn't seem to be improving very much, does it? It's annoying. Hopefully it gets a bit nicer before we arrive at Holt Harbour. God love the autopilot behaving weirdly. Just randomly started sort of swaying off course there. Not sure if it was to do with, I'm not sure what it's to do with, because the route is still the same, unless maybe we were just on... No, it's still turning us that way. Maybe trying to get us up to a different place for that route? I don't know. Sort of considering turning it off just so that we don't go into that big wall of grass over there. At all costs, I'd like to avoid that. Yeah, we're definitely on the right track. It looks like we might be hand steering all the way in then. But that's not bad. We can deal with that. Not too far. We are, in fact, nearly there. What I wish I had done was boot up the data link in Hull Harbour, because then we could have seen it on the map. Hopefully. There's still time. You know, cinema magic, all that kind of stuff.
Meanwhile.
Okay, I fear I may have broken the data link for this. We should definitely be coming up on the other screen, but we aren't. Net ID, own ID. Something's telling me that's not properly connected. Bit of an oopsie moment on my part there. That's my bad, yeah. Probably should have looked into that before I released this weeks ago, but hopefully no one's noticed. Someone must have saw us coming in up in the bridge. It's probably very helpful because I don't think we would have fitted under it otherwise. Let's just have a look. Jump back in the seat and see if we can see. Might have done it. Oh no, I don't think we would. Yeah, we probably would have hit the wee bits hanging down underneath the bridge. Most likely. Yeah, okay, good thing we put that up. So, Hull Harbour's in sight. Just have a look through the binoculars. Well, can't see it past the mullion in the window, of course. Yeah, there it is. So, we have two slipways in Hull Harbour. One of them is sort of a wee bit smaller, which is probably more what this type of ferry would be used on, but we are going to go to the main one, which is where the ferry terminal is as well. So instead of parking over there, we're going to park over there. I've already called ahead, made sure the ramp's all set up for us. And it means it also it's a bit easier for the truck to drive off. Otherwise, we kind of have to go around a lot of corners, which yeah, this physics rate does not like corners, or just driving in general. It does struggle. We should have locked our ramp actually. What about that? Yeah, I think I've set up the harbour's data link wrong. There's something missing in the logic, so I need to fix that, and then we should be able to communicate between the two. But that is for after the video. Yeah, trust me, that'll be fixed promptly, so that the actual the workshop version will have it fixed. So anyone that uses data link will be able to use it with the harbour as well. That's the plan anyway. The harbour is near. Just gonna drop a wee bit of speed off just so we don't run over anyone. And just start our turn round. Use a bit of bow thruster because I probably should have started turning earlier. Just give us a wee bit of bow thruster around. As long as we can see the green, we're alright. Yeah, we'll make that, I think. Perfect. Then we just need to get back rounded on the other side again, but cross that bridge when we come to it. What button is the horn? 2. 2 is the horn. So, blind bend. Probably shouldn't have topped it there, I didn't mean to top it. Blind bend, so we'll just give 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 long blast. That way anyone hiding behind the harbour wall will be able to know there's a ship on the way, get out of the way. Our route didn't seem to like that. Let's just clear that out of the way. Zoom out a little. It'd be cool if I could get somehow the harbour on the map. I don't think it's possible because every game is kind of different map and all that sort of stuff, but who knows, maybe there's something that could be done. Can we see it on the radar actually? Not that radars are overly great in this game. No, it doesn't look like that, just seems like the edge of the river. We're just going to start by thrusting around to starboard just to get us in as close to this wall as possible. Once we're actually there, got plenty of room on that side. I think we're going to just kill forward momentum for a second. Just let us drift round, full starboard rudder, and then starboard bow thruster as well. Just keep tapping the bow thruster in until we get right up close to that wall, and then we'll just kick it ahead. We'll just open up the ramp control and get it ready to drop. Don't know if we're going to need to use the magnets. Probably will, just in case, because we don't want to be drifting off while we're unloading. Okay, just give a wee kick ahead at that. Right up against the wall. Probably should have let the bow thruster go a wee bit earlier. Are we gonna hit? We're close. We're close, but I don't think we're gonna hit. God, we're like really close to the edge. But I think I might be slightly dragging the side there. Oh well. No harm done. Well, yet. It looks like the truck was being held up by the ramp there. Oh, don't tell me the ramp's stuck again. Flipping Stormworks physics, just things glitching into each other and getting stuck. Like, that's me full on holding the ramp and it isn't moving at all. Oh, why are you doing this? Okay, we're gonna have to go down and have a look. It's a little trick I tried yesterday and it seemed to work. So it pushes the ramp a bit and then, oh, shouldn't open that. Pushes the ramp a bit and then reconnects to it while it's once it gets pushed down. So just bring that in a wee touch. Oh, that's the top ramp. Okay, top ramp down. Nope, that'll extend. We need a top ramp up, so that'll pull the piston in. And then hopefully once it's in close enough, it'll attach on and sort of jerk the ramp out of the bit where it's stuck. I can't figure out why it gets stuck though. There's nothing that sort of like clipping against it. Really doesn't make sense. Just one of Stormworks' many mysteries. Is that even going up? It is, yeah. Okay, maybe. Oh, I'm so confused. What is happening here? Maybe if we like drive into it with a truck or something. Or jump on it. That doesn't seem to be working. I have literally... Oh, there it goes. It's gonna fall, it's gonna fall, it's gonna fall. Catch it, catch it, catch it. There we go. So elegant. It's like a real ship. Alright, let's just make sure that's at the right angle for that ramp. And we'll head on in. I just don't, I don't get it with this game at all. Just constant crap like that. That's resetting, isn't it? Okay. Come on, turn. Turn, 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 turn. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think we will use the magnets because they don't want us to slide back. Usually we can see the key from here, but because the truck's in the way. God, I really wish I could have got that reverse back straight. Would have looked so much better. Okay, there we go. Let's give us a bit of a boost of power there. We need to do 1 knot, so we're not going to cause too much damage if we crash. I'd like to think we wouldn't crash though. We're a better captain than that. Oh, come on, just turn. Is that even working? Okay, the bow thruster is turning. Not very fast, mind you. So that could be what's going so slowly. There we go, that's the right angle. Can't help feel that this would be so much easier if we weren't running on 9 FPS. Okay, right. Go the top end of the ramp down so that it meets the ramp on the shore. It's gonna be a bit of an uphill battle, this one. And there. Okay, it's probably gonna. Oh, there's a jump off the end. Okay, we don't want that. Can't be having the truck doing jumps. Got them magnets are just crap. Oh yeah, just hang there for a second, why don't you? Don't connect or anything. Do they not connect to pipes? Okay, there we go. So we'll leave it 10% throttle forward. That way we won't sort of drift off backwards. We're always kind of hitting the ramp. And then we'll go down and get the truck. Yeah, you can really feel the game going slowly here. Although in fairness, I don't blame it. We've got a boat with, I looked up, like, there's no, what's it called? Model analyzer. It analyzes all the models and like everything you can put in. You just put in the XML and it tells you everything that's in it. This has 128 bodies. So like, if we press F2, look at all that kind of stuff. I think that's what the bodies are. There's 128 of them. Okay, let's get this thing moving. Yep. We're gonna need to reverse back a wee bit, I think. Oh no, we might clear it. Okay, let's try this going straight out. Okay, parking brake off. Drive forward. We've got hard lock to the right so that we don't crash. Actually, crashing might help us because it might push us around. Oh no, we're caught on something now. For goodness sake. Okay, reverse it is. Just need to go back a wee tiny bit. And then back in the drive. Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Go, 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 go. Oh no, we're going to get caught on that side now. Go, go, go. Or don't. Just wave around then. Why does that sound like it's broken? Oh, for... Really? That wing mirror is just the worst. I should have picked a smaller truck. Or one that didn't have such massive wing mirrors. Although I feel like I'm maybe being a bit mean about the truck here. Mainly the game's awful handling. That's what it is. Whoa, that is revving quite a lot. Calm down, truck. Should have turned the lights on, I didn't realise it was getting so dark. Ferry terminal lights, where's our lights? PTO spare. Doesn't he not have lights? Oh, marker lights, headlights. Whoa, they are bright, no way. My graphics card will just stop. Sees them for too long. Okay, we cleared that building. Now all I need to remember is whose truck this is. God, we definitely need more lights. Okay, bear with me. Okay, I turned the terminal lights on. I thought that would make a lot more difference than it did, but at least we can kind of see now. I think we are going to need to use our headlights though. Oh, you know what? They're not too bad now that we're past the big white reflective building. They're less blinding. Not sure why this thing revs so much. It feels like it needs to be sort of more torque because it takes a lot of work getting it offline. Hopefully we can make it up this hill actually. The one issue within here is this hill. Some would argue it's too hilly. I think we're gonna make it though. Look at that. That's how to do it. Okay. Now, you find the house. Alright, this looks like the place. One of these houses here. If you're looking for a person, it should be out waving at us. Oh, that must be in there. Hello. Do we have a horn? I was going to beep the horn at them, but we don't have a horn. Just pulling off this ridiculously narrow road. What happens if they need to pass someone? They just have to go on the grass. Alright, let's take it out of gear. And parking brake on. We can turn it off. Unless they wanted it left running, but a bit late now. Hello. Is this your diesel truck? I mean, it has to be you, there's no one else here. Hello? Hello? Oh, hello, yes, that's my diesel truck right there, yes. Yeah, that's it. Enjoy, I suppose. Enjoy your diesel. I think there's some in it for you, so. Bye. Oh, yes, bye. What a strange sounding person. Okay, well, they've got their diesel truck. And we've got, well, I'm sure they'll pay us eventually. Now we just have to walk through the spooky woodland back to the ship. Ooh, what was that? Probably him playing a prank on us. Making us think there's a ghost in here. Yeah, Stormworks ghosts. Righty-ho then. So, truck delivered successfully. We can disconnect the ramp, pull it up, and we're just going to park the ship. Not very far away at all, like literally right next to where we are right now. We'll turn off our ramp magnets, get the ramp folded up, and oh, you know what, this is the perfect time to use this. Bridge wing. In fairness, we're literally reversing back like 3 meters, so possibly a bit overkill, but yeah, why not? So, we'll give -20 astern. So 20% throttle, astern. We'll fold the ramp up in a minute properly. And we'll just park ourselves up, just making sure we don't block the light. Although in fairness, people coming out of the harbour don't really need to see that as much. Okay, that should do us about there. So just stick it into neutral. And we'll go down and get some ropes on. Okay, just go and do some final checks, make sure all the ropes at the back are tight. I think they are, yep. Lovely. Right, no one's left any luggage behind. We should have put some passengers as well. Oh well. yeah, like I say, the ship is Stormlink ready. So if you want to use it with Stormlink for passengers, you can definitely do that. Okay, let's shut that up. If I can. There we go. Anything else we need to shut down? We can turn that off. So it's not wasting electric. And turn all the instruments off. Engines off. Nav lights off. We will lock the crew areas, lock the ramp control. We'll go basically lights out. Exterior deck lighting, car decks, passenger cabin. Oh, we need to turn that off. We'll turn on our wheelhouse lights and our passenger cabin lights. Our crew cabin light. And I think that'll do us. So, I think this is a good time to end the video. I've got a nice view out over the harbour, nice up under the mountain as well. Anyway, time to get some sleep. So, thanks for watching everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video. This boat will be out on the workshop. It should be out in the workshop by the time this video is live. That's the plan anyway. So there will be a workshop link in the description, and if you want to download it, check it out yourself, then please do, and leave comments on anything you want to see changed or fixed or anything if you think something's done wrong. And also, if anyone recognises this boat, let me know what you think. I'll put in a wee video at the end just so that we can see what it looked like in real life. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Promise that